All right. So let's see here. Let me check my mic. All right. All right. We're going to see what's going on for Cancer. All right. All right. This is for Cancer. All right, Cancer. It might not be time to show the world who you truly are right now. You might want to take a step back, a break, a rest, or some kind of vacation here. And less exercise is called for at this time. Some of you could be dealing with an Aquarius or a Pisces. But whatever you're dealing with here, there's going to be a win-win outcome. You're dealing with a Libra. But there's something that you need to release here because the energy is gaining momentum. Let me see. So basically, now is not the time to show people who you truly are. You don't need to meditate or contemplate about a certain situation here because it's going to be a win-win outcome. But there's something that you have to let go of here because the energy is gaining momentum and you need to hold your vision. Whatever it is that you're thinking about, just hold on to that vision and don't let it go right now. Because you're not getting the answers that you need at this time. Okay. There's an opportunity here that falls through. So you don't need to show the world who you truly are. Because the answer is not yes. There's something you need to release and let go of. You don't need to meditate and contemplate about a certain situation, but less exercise is called for, and there is going to be big, happy changes. So don't stop. Whatever you're doing, don't stop, because the energy is gaining momentum. And you need to look for a sign because it is going to be a win-win outcome. But the answer is no, so you need to hold your vision because you're not ready. All right, let's see. Okay, this is concerning your wealth, your money. The month of June is important, and the month of February is important. Okay. All right, right now forces are working against you. So that's why you don't need to show the world who you truly are, because an opportunity here fell through and you're not persevering and you're angry about it. Okay, so there's dealings or a relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair, and there could be a parting of ways in business or romance. Because there's disappointment in a friend or a lover. And there's depression, anxiety, and you're worrying that someone is working against you. And that's my confirmation. You're definitely worried about somebody working against you, and so am I. But there's a lot of indecisiveness in your life right now, and you're allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. It's causing you to be depressed because forces are working against you. when it comes to a good, great fortune. There is protection from a powerful friend here, but there's discord among family and friends. And there's danger in money matters. So you need to move forward with a lighthearted and carefree time, because there are opportunities waiting for you and you are on the right path. But there's discord among family and friends concerning a great fortune, a business opportunity. All right, so situations in the balance require careful handling. You need to pay more attention to the details. You may need to make some adjustments to some kind of documents or any kind of product or anything that needs to be worked out or okay. Some of you could be receiving some messages here on Facebook, but there are situations in the balance that require careful handling, and news is on the way here concerning this, because there is danger in money matters, and there's a misunderstanding concerning these opportunities waiting for you, and you feel that something's lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. The most difficult part of a situation is not over. You need to get more information. You need to seek out you need to seek out more information that will help you here, because there's a misunderstanding when it comes to getting together with friends, and there's danger in money matters concerning this man. And you're angry. Yeah, somebody's going to be going out of your life, or the end of a situation is near. We have the casket. And then there's new opportunities opening up for you. Yeah. Okay. There's an obsession here. There's an attachment. This is a toxic environment. There could be addictions. Addictions could be anything from drugs to sex to anything that's toxic, like foods or people, toxic people. But there's an attachment here, and there's temptation, especially when it comes to getting together here with friends. There could be a misunderstanding. But now is not the time to make a move, because the devil's here. Literally. A bear, a dog, a bird, and a grasshopper, a wheel, a barrel, and a vulture is significant. A rainbow, a jug. Okay. There's an attachment here to this person, and somebody here is not being kind or understanding about a situation. It's like whatever you say, they just don't understand it at all. Somebody's too focused here on work. They're obsessed with work. They're obsessed with this woman. Wow. All right, so there's an attachment here to a situation concerning a female, and somebody's not being kind or understanding about a situation concerning leaving somebody out in the cold, poverty, abandonment. Hence the Five of Pentacles. This is being left out in the cold. And there's hardship here, poverty, concerns. And you're stressed out, you can't sleep. There's an attachment here to this person not being kind or understanding about a situation but they're leaving you out in the cold here and you're stressed out concerning abandonment issues, poverty, hardships. And you can't sleep. I don't see you sticking around. I don't see you sticking around because there may or may not be legal counsel. Somebody may or may not be acting with integrity. Somebody may or may not be acting crooked, but you will be getting counsel on a situation. You could be dealing with somebody in the position of authority involving the law, legal matters, anybody in a position of authority, but you are getting counseled. You're not going to be sticking around because you're stressed out concerning being left out, poverty, hardships, attachments. Yeah, and there's conflict here. So you're getting counseled on this as somebody in a position of authority because there's conflict, there's a breakup, there's an ending to a partnership or an agreement here. Concerning wealth, this is about your wealth. All right, so you're going to be spending time inside, shining a light on this situation. You could be dealing with a Virgo or a Libra. But you're going to be spending time inside, shining a light on this situation because there's conflict. And you're going to be talking to someone in an authoritative position. Because you could be getting coached or mentored on a breakup or an ending to a partnership here. Also, you could be getting coached. All right, so you're going to be holding back. Somebody here is not getting the help that they need from the doctor, and I'm going to keep saying that. They're just not getting the help that they need. But you are getting counseled on a situation concerning an ending of a partnership, concerning your finances. There could be concerns around poverty. And you're worried about this. You can't sleep at night, and you're not going to be sticking around. You're going to be holding back, making good business decisions. But don't be too cautious or too frivolous with your money. Because a new opportunity is going to be offered to you, but it's something that you have to work for, and it is a solid offer. All right. All right, so you're going to be shining a light on a situation because you're going to be holding back because you're up in the air about a situation concerning a gift of money. Because somebody here is juggling more than one thing at a time here, and you're holding back. You could be sending or receiving a gift of money here concerning your savings. You could be at home too. There could be some kind of conflict over somebody's health care. Somebody feels like they're not getting the treatment that they need, the money that they need. Yeah. Okay. So somebody's being breadcrumbed here. So you're holding back and you're shining a light on a situation concerning a breakup or some kind of conflict here. And you're getting counseled on this because there's no growth in this situation and somebody's acting overbearing. Could be dealing with a mother, but there could be issues surrounding the health of a mother. Somebody's not getting the nourishment that they need to take care of themselves. There is delays into traveling to a home here due to infidelity because there's no growth or expansion. You'll be dealing with a Libra or a Taurus. Pisces, Capricorn, Virgo, Libra, Virgo. This is a tough one. Yeah, there's no growth in this situation, but you are given a gift of money here. But there's no growth in this situation, and there's conflict. There's arguments concerning this gift. There's arguments concerning there not being any growth in the situation or the lack of travel due to infidelity. And somebody feels suffocated, like they can't get alone time. And there's conflict about this. There's arguments, there's litigations, and there's fights over a lover. And you're stressed out. There's a need for you to take care of yourself here. There could be some female issues. I mean, you need to take care of yourself right now. You need to give yourself time to take care of yourself because there is conflict here. You're doubting yourself because there's a lot of conflict and arguments and fights, and I don't blame you, especially over this money, this gift of money. Ridiculous. So there is a new opportunity for romance here. You could be lighting up, and there's a new opportunity for sex. You'll be discussing business ideas, and you will be moving forward successfully. Okay? But remember, there's conflict over it. So you're moving forward here. Yeah, you're moving forward because somebody here is not telling you the truth. And this is causing fights. Okay, so somebody here is not telling the truth about a payout of sudden wealth. They're not telling the truth about venturing off by themselves, living in a life of luxury. Somebody here is not telling the truth, but they're talking to this lady right here is talking to this bird while she's sitting in her garden, and this person's not telling the truth. So she's just sitting here talking to this bird. Because there's an invitation to an event here, and this person is going to show up. There is romance. But somebody here is not telling the truth about it. So I see you taking a step back. And you're not upset about this. You're not heartbroken about this. You're trying to get out of this situation. But you're going to be taking a step back, a break, vacation. Some of you may really need medical treatment here. Somebody may be laid to rest. Some of you are going to be getting an invitation to take a vacation to somewhere really, really, really nice. Because somebody's not telling you the truth. Because there's deception and this happens at night. Something's hidden. This person's hiding that they're taking a step back because they need medical treatment. They need rest. And they need a vacation. Because somebody here is not making the changes that they need to make. And the situation is not over. And they're hiding it. So somebody's going to be reaching out to you here with a good idea. And there is good news. Yeah. Because somebody's playing tricks on you and making you feel powerless and manipulated. We have the Magician. This is a Virgo or a Gemini. They're trying to make you feel like you're not ready. Or they're trying to trick you into canceling plans. Okay. There is a new opportunity here for romance. I'm going to say it again, but somebody's sad, depressed, and there's issues regarding children. And somebody here wants a divorce because they're sad and depressed, and there's issues with children. And this has not been exposed yet. Because this is not over and there's unfinished business. But somebody here is only worried about right now. They're not worried about their long-term success or stability. This is not a wealthy man, and he doesn't have the Midas touch. But there is unfinished business here with somebody. And there's a woman here. This person's interested into the occult. And there's a relationship here growing closer between you and someone else. And there's going to be big, happy changes concerning your family life. Okay. There is a new opportunity for romance, too. But you got to be careful because somebody here is playing tricks on you. And I do see you canceling plans. And you're going to try one more time here because you're worried. Because you feel betrayed and you feel stabbed in the back by someone. So you're not going to be waiting around. Because there is financial ruin. And this is something that you have worked very hard for. So you're going to be getting together with someone here, and there's going to be a celebration. But you're up in the air about this because you feel like it's too much work. Okay, so it's time for you to go out and have some more fun. You're going to be celebrating some kind of birth announcement, wedding announcement, or something like that. But you're up in the air about doing this because it's just too much work for you to have fun. Because you feel betrayed. And you're having bad memories from the past about this. About how you're juggling being betrayed and then going out and having fun. Being betrayed and going out and having fun. Waiting. All the waiting you did. I might have to re-record this one. I don't know what the hell's going on. Wow. Yeah. Because there's another woman in the picture, and this person's acting like a bitch, basically. This person's very insecure and does not have the confidence to take action. And there's an injustice here. So, we got both of them together. When they come together. And then they have this. And then they have this. Okay? So there is an injustice here, and this person's not setting things straight with this other woman who's being a bitch. Whoever she is to you. And you already know what's wrong. Wow. And you're stuck. You're going to be stuck in perfect timing. You're going to be getting into a situation in perfect timing because somebody's going to be reaching out to you here, and you're going to be making a final decision to get together. And there is a big wake-up call here. You could be getting this when you wake up about this injustice with this other person. Because this is a mess. There's conflict here. This person's not honoring their commitments or offering you anything solid. So there's a new opportunity being offered to you here. And this is a wish come true for you concerning a star. But you don't want what's being offered to you. So you're getting together, celebrating, having fun with friends. You're keeping your options open because you don't know what to do and you don't know what to choose. Because somebody here is being abusive with their words and they're wanting to win at all costs. So I see you cutting ties with someone here because somebody is a con artist and they're always in a bad mood and they don't want to help you out. They only help other people out and they're not concerned about your well-being. They don't boss up or show up for you. There could be a domestic abuse because they blame you, they act bitter. They're continuing to lie to avoid a disaster, and this is weighing heavy on your chest here. You're holding all of this in because there's an injustice here with this woman. This could be somebody in your life. This could be a friend that I could be picking up on because I'm really confused. I haven't done this all day. Yeah. There's an injustice, okay, concerning family and this woman. So I see you spending time with family because you're losing your patience and you have 1 foot in and 1 foot out. 666. Your commitment's being tested because somebody does like you. You're going to receive an apology. I'm sorry, that's not fair. I'm sorry for not setting things straight. I'm sorry about this injustice. Sorry about the family. You might be getting an apology to the family. Because you're not sure if you want to have your foot all the way in. Because you feel like it's not, your hard work isn't paying off. And a friend's going to enter your life and you're going to be stepping outside and you're not upset about the situation because there is no separation. But this person's not focusing enough on the details. They're acting recklessly with their spending habits or an addiction. And you have your walls up, you're guarded here. You don't trust this person because they act reckless and they're not focused. Ugh. And then there's either a breakup or an ending to a romantic or a business opportunity here. And you feel defeated, but you have your walls up here, and that's a wall of fire right there. There's an opportunity that falls through. And somebody's not happy about it. So you're going to be standing your ground here and defending yourself because you have the upper hand. You may have to block someone and push someone away. I see number 77 right now in front of my face. And you see this clearly now. There's going to be some back and forth communication that you're going to have to defend yourself because there's a new opportunity here for a new start. And these messages are going to come out of the blue here. And you're going to be making plans to get together with someone here. At a house. You can have whatever you want. You could be keeping this to yourself here. But there's going to be some back and forth communication about this. You see this clearly now. Yeah, because somebody here is not willing to cooperate. So you're moving on. You're taking a trip. You're going to be crossing over water. There's poor quality work. And somebody's going to come rushing in here with some news when you take this trip. Or you're going to be taking a trip in the car because you're pissed off. Because somebody's not willing to cooperate. Concerning this commitment, marriage, organization, social circle, soul tribe. So you're going to be waiting on the arrival of someone, and you're going to have to make a choice between two people. You will be making a healthy choice, but you're having bad memories from the past about having to choose between two people, two things, concerning a contract, having healthy sex, eating healthy. And somebody's being spiteful. They're playing you and not taking action, and you don't want to take any chances. You're going to be focusing on yourself. You're going to be getting good news at work, but somebody here is losing control over a situation, and things are not moving forward. I'm telling you, somebody's car could break down, or you could be focusing on yourself here because there's an undercover cop, and somebody here got caught lying, cheating, or stealing. And you're not taking action because you can't take any chances. You can't take any chances. Period. Let's see. You're going to have to trust the process because the answer is no. All right. All right, so the other person respects your boundaries and your space. That's good to hear. Ooh. But there's a love triangle here. A hidden emotional entanglement in the present love triangle. Okay. You need to keep radiating positive energy and influence in your own life because there's a love triangle here. And this person's actually respecting your boundaries. And there's public exposure. Private matters could be exposed concerning a love triangle. Because there's a hidden truth. The facts haven't been fully revealed. You're going to have to protect your heart. Guard your emotions to avoid being hurt because the other person is not willing to be fully open with you. Yikes. Okay. Someone has a hidden agenda, and it's not complicated. Uber Eats just went off on my phone. Someone has a hidden agenda, and it's not complicated. Oh, oh, okay, and they're not keeping secrets. Okay. Okay, they're not keeping secrets. They're not keeping it a secret, but there is mixed signals, and someone is unclear and confusing the other person. The path is unknown for your relationship right now. It's uncertain yet hopeful. Okay, let's see what else they got to say. Oh Lord, let me see. Oh, okay. Oh my God. You're being bullied online, or you've suffered from being bullied online, cyberbullying. Someone could be bullying you online. Concerning an invitation to an event, they could be bullying you. Wow. There's photo proof. So somebody here is being investigated, I guess. Somebody here is getting evidence. Could be of this cyberbully. Yeah, because somebody is starting drama. Okay? Y'all could be dealing with a Gemini. There's creeping involved, and they're starting drama with it. And there's photo proof. Yeah, and also somebody's stealing your ideas, copies your work, duplicates and feeds off of you. And they want to dust it off, but they're too busy winning off of your creativity and starting drama. If there is photo proof, you need to get the evidence and take a closer look. It says, thank you next. There's a thief in the picture. And this thief is crying over you. He's a happiness hater. And we have an impersonator to someone that wants to be just like you. And I feel that this is not bothering you at all. This is concerning a boss daddy, somebody that has money, and somebody here is clout hungry. Same shit, different day. This is not a man-made disaster, and there is no mind control. But there is stalking and marrying for money. And this person is a groupie that could be threatening intimidating or bothered, and there's bad karma. Your light irritates their demons, but you stay unfazed about it because you know these people ain't shit. And child services could be involved here because somebody's always partying and moves in silence. But they are very into you. There's good chemistry, great vibes. But there's a girl fight here. And they're using scarcity tactics. And somebody here caught a case. Fishing for comments, holding grudges, moving. Somebody's going bankrupt. So they're trying to hustle. And they're just wasting time. They're haunted. They're having side effects, memories, flashbacks, trauma. Because they have an obsessive lover that's dangerous, toxic, unhealthy, possessiveness, and karmic. There's fake smiles, fake accounts, a dirty offer, and this person's unbothered. There's travel involved. This person overanalyzes, overthinks, and is stressed, trying to get into the head. And you can't fully trust them. The Reddit alert went off. So an offer is being made here because you look at somebody's looking for dirt on you, or vice versa. I don't know what to say about that, but somebody here is dirt digging. Let's see what we get for these. Your relationship depends on respecting each other mutually. Somebody's in charge, giving orders. There is a strong police presence. So the police have the upper hand in this relationship. I don't know what exactly that means, but maybe the actual real police are involved, or somebody's just like acting like that, being dominant, and trying to control things, having to be in charge, giving orders, strong presence all the time. They always have to have the upper hand in this relationship. If this is not you, don't worry about it. But there's a dominant personality here. So you are you're willing to let go of one stance or accept the situation that cannot be changed. You need to accept something reluctantly. Fake checks. Somebody's a scammer here. Appears as opportunities but conceals harmful intentions, like fool's gold, and pretends to have money. I don't know what that's all about. So some of you could be getting a financial windfall. I did say a new opportunity was being offered to you, but money flows to you effortlessly. There is a lottery win or huge money luck, and someone might owe you something. So you might receive some money here that somebody owes you. There's the other man and the other woman here. Wow. The competition. Someone's getting in your way. Stealing or taking what's yours. You have a rival and a frenemy. You have jealous colleagues. Claiming credit, human resources, reporting, gang mentality, project sabotage, and undermining success. So you have jealous colleagues around you. Okay. So somebody here is attracted to something or someone who is off limits. There's a forbidden love here. It's exciting, but it's dangerous and it's risky. Love. Oh my God, this is horrible. And there are unseen burdens. You're carrying emotional weights that go unnoticed by others, pressures, and you're feeling the weight of the world right now. Let's see what's going on with crime. I don't know what. Okay, so somebody's not having an affair concerning life insurance or because of life insurance. Fuck. Or trying not to. This is a celebrity. I don't know who this is. Somebody that is in the spotlight that gets a lot of attention. But you need to be careful because you have somebody that doesn't want to see you happy. They want to see you sad, hurt, and upset. And you could be getting some kind of money for traveling or traveling to get money. Could be involving a hotel or a motel. And there's no dismemberment. This isn't, okay. This is going to be at home. What am I at? There's no tunnel. There's no way to get to, there's no tunnel to this party. That's weird. Fuck. And this does not involve family. I pulled this first. I just didn't want to show anybody. I don't know what the fuck's going on. And this is not involving aliens. And a wooded area is important. It's crazy. What else do I need to know? There's going to be a burial here in a wooded area. And this is not involving family. There's some kind of passageway and there's a party because there's no family. There's a serial killer out there. They got one loose around here in New Orleans, so just be careful. But anyway, what the fuck? I think I'm gonna tie these cards. Woo! Perversion, yuck. What's good? What y'all doing? This sucks. Oh my god. There is no fraud. This is not a fraud, but there is perversion. But they're being watched. And they're trying to get out of a situation. Because they're being watched. They're being watched being a pervert. And this is a natural disaster. There is a burial. That is a natural disaster coming up. But yeah, somebody here is being perverted. And they're trying to get out of this situation because they're being watched. Could be doing this in a wooded area. And they do, or they may or may not regret this. They're gonna regret it. So you need to listen to your intuition. If something's telling you something's not right, you need to listen to it. This is not involving a caregiver. But somebody feels suffocated here. You know? And they're not on the road. They're not going anywhere. This is not involving mountains or organized crime. This is a crime of passion. And I'm going to leave it there. I think I pulled enough cards. Not organized crime, it's a crime of passion. Okay. And revenge. Wow. And that's the truth. Wow. That's the truth. Wow.